let's get this going. Are we ready? Hey guys, welcome to my live stream. I am Tracie Reed and this is Acrylic Pouring with Friends. I haven't done a video in a while, or a live stream. I think it's been a couple months actually. Oh, turn my phone off. Okay, there we go. My mom has a tendency of calling while I'm doing stuff, so I better, oh, hold on a second, I gotta turn my volume down. Okay, cool. And for those of you that have watched me before or have followed me, I haven't put out as many videos lately either. Usually I used to put out like 3 videos a week. I'm barely getting 1 video out a week, you guys. I'm really sorry, but my 3D printing has just kind of gone crazy. So I figured I would just do a live for you guys today and show you some of my stuff, do some paintings, and kind of just hang out for a little bit today. So for those of you that are new, on your chat, make sure that you click live chat instead of top chat, because somehow that filters, how is that, love? Somehow it filters some of the comments and you don't get to see them all. It's kind of weird, but anyway, so make sure you're in live chat. And I just want to say hello to Linda. Linda's been watching me for a while. I want to make sure you guys can hear me, so let me know if you can. Amal, thank you for being here. And Tanzil Irfan from Pakistan, very nice. I've got people from all over today. Super cool. And let's see, oh, Melody, sweet, I got it right. I always say Melanie. It's because my eyes, when I go to read, my eyes sometimes get all messed up. Anyway, that's the excuse I'm using. So let's see, I wanted to kind of talk just for a few minutes to wait for some people to come on. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Maybe everybody's kind of getting back to sort of normal, whatever that is for everybody. Thank you, Linda. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you for hanging out today. And for those of you that don't know, it is Pi Day, and it has 2 kind of meanings. It's pi for 3.14 pi, right? The mathematical formula. But it also turned into pie, like pie that you eat. So we're going to celebrate that a little later with some lemon meringue pie. So just so you guys, in case you were wondering, it started out with the mathematical pie, and then on that day they decided to serve regular pie to eat. So kind of has 2 meanings there. I don't really so much care about the mathematical part of it, but I do like pie. I do like to eat pie. So that's what I'm celebrating today. So if you didn't know, go ahead. When you're done, go get a pie. Yummy. All right. So let's see who else. Warlord of Art. Ooh, that sounds like a cool name. Hope you are doing well also. Let's see. So I do see I have, several people on already. So for those of you that don't know, I do acrylic pouring. I've been doing it for a little over 3 years now. And I recently started making 3D printed stuff. I have my cups. This one is just a spouted cup. If you can see that, it's been used. You can definitely tell that. I also have swipe tools. Does that count? Shepherd's pie? Yeah. It's pie. So you could have pie, shepherd's pie for dinner, and then another pie for dessert. Yummy. Anyway, I do make swipe tools. I have a set of them. This is actually, I wanted to show you guys, this is a new color that we just got. It's called dark cherry red. It's super pretty. And these are flexible, you can see, and they just make swiping super easy. If you have trouble swiping, these really do help. It cuts down on waste, because I used to swipe all the time with baby wipes, paper towels, anything, craft paper, whatever. And then I always had a stack of trash, garbage. This cuts down on all that waste, so you're kind of cutting down on your carbon footprint, as they say, right? It's eco-friendly, I guess. And these are also biodegradable, so that's kind of cool too. I try to recycle as much as possible, especially with acrylic pouring. We do kind of make messes, so that's pretty helpful. For those of you also, I do have, yeah, I told them that's a new color. Some of you may know what this is. It's the mini, you can hear that, mini leaf blower. It comes with, when you purchase it, it comes with this nozzle, this little one here. I designed, with the help of my fabulous husband, this nozzle, and you can see it, hopefully. It's wider and it helps move the paint around. You have a little bit more control of your paint, so it's super helpful. This way? This way. Oh, this way. Oh, there we go. I don't know if you can see that. And it fits the orange one. And then I actually recently bought the green one. And it fits the green one as well. It's a little tighter. So just, you know, be careful with it. But this one, yeah, you kind of just, you can press it and then twist. Goes on pretty easy. The one thing, if you guys don't have a mini leaf blower, and this one is really kind of hard to find right now, the green one is more available on Amazon. Only thing I would suggest for you guys that are looking to buy one, this one is battery operated, but also it has a plug for a USB. It does not come with the USB. I recommend you getting one and using it. The battery power is not that good on this. So it's just not going to work as well. So I would suggest getting the USB. Now, even with the USB, it's not quite as powerful as the orange one, but it does have more power than the battery if you're just using the battery. So there's that. And then I think I showed you my cups, but I do have different size cups. I have a 10-ounce one. The other one I showed you is 6-ounce. I've got divided cups, split, quad, triple, all the different compartments. And then the thing that I'm super excited to show you guys today, I'm gonna see if I got any new people on real quick. Elizabeth, Steph, hi Steph from Nova Scotia. Very, very nice. All right, so the thing that I am super excited to show you guys today are this one's not on yet, is it? The above one? Okay. Are my canvas levelers. Woohoo! I'm so excited about them. You can see they twist. I'll take this one all apart. This one is actually my husband made fancy for me. It's a rainbow. But you can see the threads on there, and you just twist it down just like that. You set your canvas right on it, and you can adjust it while your canvas is on there. It's like a live adjustment, really. And I've had some other canvas, you can do each corner separately. So when I'm going to show it to you guys later, or when we get started, but you just put them on the canvas, put your level on top. Doesn't have to be a big one, and then you just dial each corner if you need it. So I'll go into more of that after, but these are how they're going to be in my Etsy shop. They're going to be black. So I got special ones. I got the special ones, but I'm super excited about those. I just put them in my Etsy shop just this last week. And it's one of the things that, for me as an acrylic pourer, I always got frustrated with is an unlevel canvas. I don't know if you guys have had that same problem, and that's also one of the reasons I started making 3D printed stuff for things that I experience, and I know you guys probably are too. The unlevelness, the swiping issue, because a lot of people have trouble with swiping. And then when you go to level your canvas, like I used to use the push pins, like like these. Well, I started with the little ones, and then I found these. Now they're coated with paint, but the big ones. And then you have to pound them in the back of your canvas, because I can't push them in because it hurts my wrist. So I have to use a hammer and pound them in, and then measure, and it's not right. So you got to pull it back out, or you got to pound it in more, all that. With these, it's so much easier. It just really is. Now, for those of you that maybe didn't, I'll show you. I really never used to tape the back of my canvas, but I do now. I noticed that when I would pull off the tacks, when I was using those, the canvas would stick. Kind of the same thing if you let your painting dry and you pull something off, it's going to pull. So with the tape, it doesn't stick. It doesn't pull off any of your canvas. So that's really a great idea. I mean, it's not a new idea. People have been taping the back of their canvas for a long time. I just kind of didn't really, but I do now. And it does save, keeps your canvas a little cleaner on the back. I cover mine most of the time anyway, so not a big deal as far as when you go to sell it. So, I don't know if anybody has any questions. Hi, Crystal. Oh, you said hi to her already. And also today, I've got my wine. If you guys need to take a second, go get something to drink, or maybe you already do. I think this is just a raspberry, I don't even know, some kind of, no, just some raspberry, not sparkling. Yeah, sparkling raspberry wine. I don't know. Anyway. What? All right, I don't know if what you guys think about these just from your first seeing them. Let me know what you think. I am going to, I'm going to try to do 2 paintings today, and then I'm going to show you how the levelers work as best I can. I do have another camera view, so hopefully that will help. And let's see, I have the first one I'm going to do. I've got a 12 by 12. And I'm going to do a ring pour, maybe a straight pour, I haven't decided, some kind of pour out of my cup. And if you guys stick around later, I am giving away a set of the canvas levelers. So make sure you guys stick around and participate, comment, all that stuff. I really like when you guys interact through the chat. It's fun. It actually helps my channel also, and it helps interact with you as well. So so anyway, I guess we can go ahead and get started. Again, I'm going to show you first how to do the level, how I do the levelers, and then you can see how super easy it is. I'm going to get my apron on real quick, and then we can start. All right, guys. Hold on one sec. My apron is so dirty. I need a new one. It's hard. You can't even wash it out. So anyway, all right. Are you getting that adjusted, the top one? Or how are we going to do that to show them? Are we going to be able to show very easy? Okay. Okay, so yeah. Let me get my colors here real quick. I've got a bunch. I haven't narrowed it. Well, I'm trying to narrow it down, but usually don't use this many. All right. Oh, here we go. I'll move my chair out of the way. It's all right, Freya. It's all right. Sometimes trying to move stuff, I have dogs everywhere under my feet. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this, and again, I have the back taped. And what I try to do with these is I try to have them sort of the same level already. It really does help to start. I'm going to make sure that that's in there. Okay. And then just put them under there. I make sure that they're in the corner but not sticking out. Now, I don't know if they can even see that. So, okay, cool. All right, so once I have that on, then I just take my level and I set it on the corner. Now, this side is already level. So, let's go over to this side. Okay, this side's already level. So, all right, this is perfect. So this is off this way. Okay, well, I'll adjust both of them. So when you're adjusting, the way that I have remembered to do it, if you're raising the canvas, you hold the bottom. If you do it like this, and your canvas is setting here, you hold this, and if you're gonna lower the canvas, you turn it left. If you're gonna raise it, you turn it right. Okay, so that's how I usually do it. So I'm gonna just do this front corner really quick, and let's see, I need to raise it. So I'm gonna go right, and it's just super easy. So I'm just gonna do, oops, I'm going the wrong way. I am, I just told about to do it, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, so let me do this corner. So I need to, yep, there we go. So raise it. Well, then I did it the wrong way. Well, I'm going left, but I need to go up. So whatever, it's working. You can see that it's raising. Okay, and what I try to do is I'll hold my hand, I don't know if you can see that, and I hold the canvas just a little because it will turn just a little bit. But now, there we go. I mean, it's not perfect. Let me raise this one just a little bit. You can't really see me doing that side. There we go. Perfect. Now let me double check this since I changed stuff. That side's level. Ta-da! It's really that easy, guys. It really is. Now, it may take a little practice to get used to them because the canvas will move just a little bit as you're turning. So like I said, I kind of try to hold it with the top of my hand while I have both of my hands under there. But I love them. It takes, even with taping the back and then leveling these, it's less time for me than when I was pounding the thumbtacks or whatever in the bottom. And then this way, you're not putting holes in your the wood frame of your canvas. So that's kind of cool. All right, let's see. Steph, let's see. I use a plastic apron. I should get a plastic one. But it still would just get all caked and coated anyway. So, all right, so I'm using my 6-ounce cup today. And be sure to leave a thumbs up. Oh, that's, yeah. All right. Oh, you're readjusting. There you go, love. All right, so let me get my colors here. This one is a maybe. I'm not really sure yet if I've decided to use this one. And for those of you also that are new, or not new but just don't know, I didn't know until a little while ago. Hi, Julie. But the Glad, I think I've probably mentioned it before, but this press and seal stuff is a lifesaver, really. You just, when you have your cups and you just need a little bit, or you make a bunch and you have extra and it's not a color that you keep in your bottle, you just buy that press and seal and oh, it saves your paint. So yeah, but she probably hasn't got it. Okay, anyway, so that's the consistency. I don't know if you can see that I'm using of that. It's a little bit runnier than I normally like, but we're gonna go with it because that's what we do. We just go experiment and play around and have fun. So that's the fun part of acrylic pouring. I was doing some color combinations earlier today with these colors, and I'm still not sure which way I like them, so I'm just gonna pick whichever way I want now. I don't know. I liked every single way that sorry, I think I'm out of camera. Every single way that I had picked. My husband had a certain way he thought was cool, but you know, I don't listen to him. Okay, anyway, he better be good or else. Let's see, nobody else new? All right, make sure again if you're new that you are on live chat. And I think Oh, Joe. Hi, Joe. No, I didn't see. And Steph, I already said hello to. I think I got everybody so far. I hope you guys are all having a great day. It is a beautiful day here in Florida. I don't know where you guys are. I know some of you have mentioned where you are overseas. Um, Ohio, I know that's where Julie is. So weather is kind of all over the place right now. Up north, I know. I used to live in Ohio and Michigan, so I know that one day it's 70 and then the next day it's a blizzard. So thank God that's not here right now. All right, so I am going to start, and I'm going to start with this purple. I don't have much left, but it's a really pretty purple. It's from Liquitex Basics. I'll show you guys the bottles in case you want to know if I have them. Actually, I don't think hold on, where is that one? I don't even know if I have that one. I think I used it all. Okay, well, I'm not going to show you that one. It's called Prism Violet. So I think this was the end of it. I have it in the professionals too, but I can't find it right now. So I'm just going to start with this one, and I'm probably just going to use it all. I have two purples picked out only because I don't have much of this one left. And all of these today that I'm using are mixed with my regular pouring medium, which is Liquitex pouring medium, Floetrol, and water. And I tend to use more Liquitex. It's like 50, 40, and then 10% water. That's usually how I do it. The only one that's different, I think, is the Pearl Blue. I'll tell you when I get to there, and that's Floetrol only. All right, so let's see. We've got Deco Art, 24 karat gold, and I'm not using a ton of this because that tends to take over, and I want it to be there, but not too much. And then this one is Liquitex Basics Phthalo Green. So I'm hoping that a lot of that comes through. And then we've got Blick Phthalo Blue. Okay, you're talking to her? Oh, okay. All right, and then this one is Amsterdam Pearl Blue, and this one is Floetrol and water only. And, oh, there's something in my cup. Something in there. I don't need that. It's a piece of dried paint. I guess that's enough of that for now. I don't want that to take over. Let's see. Now I'm going to go back to... No, I'm going to add some quinacridone magenta, and that is from Liquitex. I think most of these are, well, no, they're not. I lied, they're not. Now this purple is a little bit different than the other one. It's Liquitex Basics Dioxazine Purple, and then it's mixed with the Fine Touch Purple. I find that I like that, the color, those two colors together. Now just a touch more gold, and then we'll go with some more green. Blue. And then I think I'm going to put a little bit more of this, just a touch of that. All right. I'm going to wipe my caps off really quick just so they don't get stuck there. I'm not going to put the lids on yet, but I'll just clean them up really, really quick. Okay. All right. Okay. I hope you guys can see that. I'm not sure how that pearl blue is going to work out, but we're going to try it. All right. Here we go. Start with a little bit of a ring there, and then I'm just going to kind of go a straight pour. I don't do these ones very often. I do ring pours more often. don't really have steady hands. Not too steady. Sorry guys, I'm being quiet because I'm trying to stay steady. I can't do both at the same time. I'm hoping that that gold kind of spreads out a bit. It's right in the middle. Cool. Now what I usually do with my cups is I try to just wipe off the tip or the spout a little bit. The rest, it's gonna stain it no matter what. So, but I just try to keep this the spout clean or wiped off. All right, show you how that looks. I'm hoping that I get that gold all spread out a bit. So here we go. I think I'm just going to kind of go in a circle a little, maybe. I'm gonna go this way. And then back. I'm not gonna go quite over the edges yet. Oop, there we go. Okay, now I'm just gonna run this off. It's pretty shiny in the middle there. There we go. I wanted to move that a little bit, so that's cool. Well, I'm just trying to open up that gold, because it's why I stretched it out like that. So make sure I get all the sides covered. Looks like I got everything. That looks really pretty. I was afraid that I was going to lose a lot of that green, the phthalo green. But it looks like it's trying to do like some cells or some cloud effect kind of right there, but it's real soft. My husband's making loud noises. I think I'm going to stretch just a touch. Yeah, I'm going to leave that. I like that. I like how the gold is through there. It's real subtle in these lines right here too. That's super pretty. Now I'm not seeing the pearl so much. I think it's kind of in here a little bit. Let me wipe off my hands real quick. Let's see. Wow, really awesome, great. Not much waste of paint. Love the blue. Thank you guys. Yeah, for a 12 by 12 canvas, a 6-ounce cup is perfect. So if you're doing, anything bigger, you can also add paint around. This time I didn't put the extra paint around it, or I didn't flood my canvas or coat my canvas first. If you're going to go with like a 14 by 14, you can still use a 6-ounce cup, but I do recommend that you either put a base layer down, or you just put it once you do your pour, then you put a color underneath. Now, if you go with, say, a metallic paint or a pearl paint, a lot of times that will create cells. So What kind? Oh, okay. Let me show you what I've got. Let me get my gloves off here real quick. These back on. I'm gonna let that set for a second. And see what it does. I don't know if any cells are gonna develop. I don't always need them. Just, I know a lot of people when they first start acrylic pouring, that's the cool thing. And they're cool. I like cells, don't get me wrong, but I don't always need them. So, let's see the blue that I'm using is Blick. That's the phthalo blue. And then I've got Liquitex Basics. There's a fuzz. Quinacridone Magenta. Wait, is it this way? I never know. This way. I had it right the first time. And then, well, this one, I'm just doing it like this. You can see it that way. That one is Liquitex Basics Quinacridone, or excuse me, Dioxazine Purple. And I mixed it with this one, which is the Fine Touch, but they don't make the Fine Touch anymore. It was from Hobby Lobby. It's now Master's Touch. I think they rebranded it. I still have a ton of these when they were on clearance, so I like the Hobby Lobby brand. I've used it for years. So, let's see. Then I've got Liquitex Phthalo Green that I used. I think I'm out of Deco Art. Is the 24 karat. I don't know if you guys can see that. That might be too. Wait, is it? Yeah, that's a 24 karat gold. Sorry, guys. Okay. And let's see, the Amsterdam Pearl Blue. Now, I don't know if it's when it dries, you might be able to see it better. It's gonna create that iridescent, that pearly kind of look to it. And oh, the Liquitex Vivid Violet or whatever. I never can remember the name. Prism Violet. I always want to call it Vivid Violet. That's not right. They should change the name. I don't have the bottle for that. So I do use a lot of Liquitex Basics, Liquitex Professionals. I do use those a lot. I do like Deco Art Metallics. I love Deco Art Metallics. They're a little bit hard to come by right now. Also, you can kind of, I use the Americana Decor Metallics in the pot, I guess, the container, or the Extreme Sheen. Yeah, but I don't. And then I also like to use the Extreme Sheen metallics. Those are pretty nice. And then Amsterdam. So, hi Keith. When layering the paints, if you want a certain color to be prominent, where in the order should you put it? At the end. That's my suggestion. But sometimes it doesn't really matter because you can see the gold. I put it in there in the middle. So it really, in first, you put it in the cup first because that's gonna come out last. So first in, last out. That's how it goes. A lot of the color, if you're doing a ring pour, the color that's on the outside is going to be what's come out of the cup first, which is the top colors. And a lot of times that gets run off. So if you saw when I layered it, I did multiple layers because I really wanted this green, and I got it. I got it a lot. I still have it in here, but then I saved this part. I didn't want it to run it off. So that's yes. First in, last out. What kind of paint? Okay, I already do that. Thank you for the advice. All right, cool. All right, yeah, you can see I'm getting just a few little gold cells popping up, but this is looking really, really pretty right here. I like how the colors blended. I think the Amsterdam Pearl Blue was a little bit runnier. The consistency was a little thinner, so it kind of thinned them out a bit right in this area. But I still like how the colors are blended. Super pretty right there. So, I like that. All right, what do you guys think? I'm going to take a sip really quick. A gulp. Not a gulp. Yeah, Julie, you're quiet today. She's probably busy. It looks a little, in the camera, it looks like it's a little fuzzy. It's not. This is really pretty right here. That's the quinacridone. I wasn't sure if that was going to show up, but I do see, uh-oh, I see something in here. Haha, got it. Have yourself a good pair of tweezers, guys. I shed like crazy, and I always have a hair fall in. Well, not always. Or a random fuzz. Autofocus? On? Sorry, we're having some technical issues here. Okay. Alright. Or if you have pets, sometimes a random dog hair or, you know, kitty hair will get in there. So it's best to have a nice set of tweezers. I mean, they don't have to be fancy schmancy. You could probably find them at the dollar store and they'll work just as well. That's where I bought my level, was $1. It's a nice level. I had it for 3 years now. Well, 2 years probably. I mean, it's getting kind of dirty, but, you know, it works. All right, so I am going to, I think I'm going to move this one. What's Julie? Is she talking crap? Michael's is having 70% off canvases right now. I know it. I know it. I need to get some, I want some 8x20s. And I know, I don't think Michael's has 8x20s, but I know Jerry's does. And I don't buy canvas from Jerry's very often. I've had some issues with them. Maybe I'll give them another chance. I buy paint from them, but maybe I'll give it a try because I have a hard time finding the 8x20s. They're probably there. I just maybe haven't looked hard enough. Oh my gosh, Hazel. Hazel's standing right between my legs. Hazel. Oh, jeez. They don't like to be alone, so I guess. All right. So I think, I don't know if you guys have any questions. I'm going to clean them. I have to wipe the bottom of this off, though, really quick, so that doesn't keep dripping. Got to get all the drips as much as possible. All right, I am getting a few more little gold cells are just developing. I think it's kind of nice to have some random ones. I don't mind them so much. All right, leave that there. Now I may need your assistance. Oh no, I've got, so what I did was I have a second set of canvas levelers already leveled to this canvas. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this one. I'm going to lift it up. I don't know if is the focus, will it focus on this if I lift it? I think we're brand new at this. It's not going to focus very good. All right, well, I'm just going to go ahead and move this. Watch out, puppies. Okay. Do these look like they're even? I thought will you move that one over? There we go. Okay. Woohoo, we moved it. All right. All right, so I don't know if you guys had any questions about that, about the cups, or anything. I'm going to clean up while you guys ask any questions. I know that for some of you, I think I mentioned at the beginning that I've been a little slacking on my videos. I've been so busy with getting orders out, Etsy orders. It's cutting into my painting time, guys. So that kind of stinks, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. So, because I do like that I'm able to make products that are helpful for you guys. I know that it helps me out as well. So it's kind of cool because it's, you know, creating ways to make acrylic pouring easier for you guys. So, and myself. Myself too. Okay, gotta get all my paints situated. I've got so many over here. They're out of order. There we go. All right, so now let's see if we got any. Sorry for typos. Oh, what ratio would you recommend for making your own pouring medium using glue and water? Okay, so that's one thing that I don't use is glue. I so I can't really tell you. If you go to Tammy Anderson's channel, she's probably got videos, multiple videos on the ratio. I mean, I would say you would use it, if I'm just guessing, you would use it like the same ratio as Floetrol. But again, I don't use glue. So I can't, so I don't want to tell you misinformation. I don't know if maybe Julie might know, if you know Julie, but I would recommend Tammy. Tammy, I think, has used glue. I think she's probably done multiple videos on that, but I'm sorry, I've never used it. I never did, so sorry about that.
Well, it's beginner. Use water.
Would you recommend that at all? Oh, okay, so yeah, so for a beginner, I would just start with Floetrol. Floetrol and water. Put in your, paint. I would suggest like a one part paint to 3 parts Floetrol, and then add water to consistency. Now, if you're doing a Dutch pour, you're gonna want your consistency to be thinner than a ring pour or a flip cup or one of those techniques, or even a swipe. So it's going to be trial and error for you. I mean, I before I came up with the pouring medium mix that I use more often, it took me about 6 months to kind of back and forth. But when I started with Floetrol and water only. I think that's the best way for beginners. And then you can add a pouring medium later. You can add glue later, if you'd like. And there's a bunch of pouring mediums out there. There's Liquitex that I use more often. There's Vallejo. There's Pebeo or PBO. I'm not sure the correct. I say Pebeo, but I could be wrong. I mean, there's so many. Folk art, deco art. I mean, lots of different pouring mediums. I think Winsor & Newton probably makes one. I can't even think. Amsterdam. I don't even know. Does Amsterdam make one? I haven't bought that one yet, but I'm sure they probably do. Golden. There's all kinds of pouring mediums, but Floetrol and water I would suggest for a newbie. Let's see. If you only had one brand of paint to use, which would you use? I would use Liquitex. That's my. I mean, if I had to pick just one, it would probably be Liquitex, and Deco Art would be under there. I don't know. I like different brands for different things. I like Amsterdam for the cell activator. So, but I guess if I had to pick only one, it would probably be Liquitex, because I like their line of basics and their professionals. So, so thank you for the question, Keith. Are the levelers easy to clean? Yeah, Linda, if you have 2 sets and you can move one and then you can wash them pretty quickly, they do. Now, I don't have one that I've washed yet, but they're still going to stain. You can't get completely all the way off 100%, but it doesn't affect the threads on the screw part of it, because this part is covering it. So now these are probably going to be stained. They were super pretty and they're going to be stained now. But this material, the cups get stained. It's one of those things, you can wash them, but it doesn't come completely off 100%. So let me show you, like I think I showed you earlier in the cup. It comes off, but it's still a little bit stained. So we're in a messy business here. Acrylic pouring is messy. So I do use American Floetrol. I've thought a couple times about buying the Australian, and I know there's a website, there's a US, God, I can't think of the name of it. I think Christina Welch has it in one of her videos. There's a link, and I can't think of what it is, but every time I check it, it's been out of stock. But it is super pricey, and I get good results using the American Floetrol. So I'm not super into the blooms like a lot of people. That's what they do. I kind of do a bunch of different ones. So if you're really into blooms and you think that might be better than the American, then, by all means, you can spend the money. But I just don't, for me, I don't think, I use the American and I get good results. So, especially if you're new, I would I don't know who asked that question. Melody. I'm not sure what your level of how long you've been doing acrylic pouring, but some people just jump right into a bloom and they've never done any other technique. I always recommend flip cup, flip cup, flip cup. It's super easy. You learn to get your consistencies right, and then go from there. I would suggest, and everybody's different. Some people have trouble with swipes, some people have trouble with ring pours, some people have trouble with Dutch pours. I admit I'm not the greatest with Dutch pours. I like doing them every once in a while, but it's just not my jam. I like ring pours. I like swipes. I love cloud effect pours. They're one of my faves. But there's that. I just kind of went off on that. But anyway, yeah, if you're brand new, I would start with a flip cup. It's just the easiest thing instead of right to a bloom. They're beautiful though, don't get me wrong. They're quite beautiful. So it's just a lot of ingredients sometimes. If you're gonna go with the recipes that have been out there, you can easily get a bloom with just the American Floetrol and Amsterdam white. I tend to have better results with black, and I also use the Payne's gray. Sometimes when I do the white, and now maybe I need to get something else, but the white, they tend to break on me, so I'm not sure. But the black, I use the lamp black. I know a lot of people use oxide black. I prefer the lamp black because it's more of a carbon black, which is got a slight blue color to it, whereas the others are, not. I don't know. That's just my preference. Let's see. Okay, we're good. I think I'm all caught up on there. So, the next one, I'm going to do a swipe. I love swiping. So hopefully this one will be good. I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use one of my other ones. So, these are all of my swipe tools. I have a lot of them. So let me see. I'm not sure which size I'm going to use. I'm going to just leave that right there. When you get a second, will you put water in there? All right, so I have got, I think this is 11 by 14, and I do have the back taped again, you can see. And the levelers, I'm just going to leave them how they are right now. Well, I'm actually going to measure. They're a little dirty, but you can still use them dirty. So there we go. So they're sort of level, but I'll have to move them because it's a different size. So, oh, sorry, nobody can see what I'm doing. Joe, I have just having that, my white breaking up. Yeah, and I don't know if I need to add more, again, because I'm not super into the bloom, so I haven't done as much research on it, I suppose, or experimenting too much. I know there's other people out there that have, and that's what they do. But there may be an ingredient like I used to add the wood conditioner to it, and that does kind of help a little bit. It's Minwax, or Varathane is the other brand that I have bought. So anyway, I'm gonna actually just wipe the top off because I don't know if I want the blue on this canvas there. So there, just wipe that off a little bit. But that blue is really, really kind of took over. I don't think I used as much blue, but I might have. All right, so I'm going to set this back down. Just get it into the corner. And just make sure that it's not sticking out. The canvas is hanging over. There we go. It's a little sticky right now, though, because of the other paint. Okay. And then I'll get this out. That's pretty good. Lower this corner just a touch. Oops. I think I'm raising it. There we go. Ta-da! Cool. All right. Yay! I love that. It's so easy. I used to get so frustrated, and every time I would go to pound in one of those thumbtacks, Hazel would be, she's running. She's scared of all the loud noises. All right, so I've got some black here mixed up. I don't work with black a lot, but this is a metallic-y kind of black. I wrote on it, let me see what I got. Folk Art Brushed Black with Artist Loft Flow Acrylic Black. So let me see if I have the, yeah, this is the one that I'm using. It's, I don't know if you guys can see that. The brushed black. Can you see that? Okay, cool. And then I just mixed it with the Artist Loft Black. And that's with Floetrol and water only. And I did not measure this, guys. I just put paint in. I put Floetrol. I mixed it. And then here's the consistency. You guys can see that. It's pretty runny. Probably, again, a little bit more runny than I like. But for a swipe, it might be all right. All right. No, you don't have to. I know. Yeah, I don't measure a lot, honestly. I used to measure when I started measuring like my cell activator or my swipe, my Amsterdam, and now I eyeball it. After a while, you'll kind of get to know when you're you know, squeezing in your paint that how much it is. So a lot of times I don't, I just wing it. And the only thing that really is important to watch is water, how much water you add. I generally try to stick with, you don't want to go more than 25 to 30-ish%. Now, some paint companies will tell you that you can put as much as 50% water. I don't recommend that. Wait, this is what I don't recommend that, only because the water will break down the binders in your paint, and then it's no good. So it's just better to be safe than sorry when you're adding, you know, adding that. You can add a little bit more Floetrol. I would probably add more Floetrol than, or whatever pouring medium you're using. Liquitex tends to be a little thinner than Floetrol seems to be. Anyway. Okay, so let me give a quick stir. You can see that consistency. It might be a little bit thicker. Now this one here, I don't use, my husband bought me a bunch of Primary Elements last year, and I used them for a bit, and then I stopped using them. I don't know why. But this one is Primary Elements Passion. It's really pretty. And then this one here is a custom purple that I mixed. I do not know what's in there. I made it a long time ago, and well, not a long time ago, but I would say a good 6 months ago probably. And this is the last of it, which I probably won't really even use that much because I'm only gonna put a little bit across. And then this one is the Blick Phthalo Blue. It's the same blue I used in the last one. And then this one here, I'll show it to you because really can't probably see it, but this is Golden, it's Interference Gold, and it always is super pretty, so I'm gonna throw that in there. And Linda, I think that's what's happening with too much water. Yeah, that could be that water tends to do that a little bit. And then in my jar I have, oh, let's find it here. I think this is it. I got Amsterdam Payne's Gray is what I'm gonna swipe with. So we'll see how that goes. And I think I'll probably use, I'm not gonna use the big one. I think I'll use, I've got so many different colors. I think I'll use that one. And then that one. I'll get my little one out. Yeah, I'll get those out for now. All right, so I'm gonna set these aside. And now sometimes when I swipe, I'll pour it on, but you can also dip it. So it's always good to have like a lid or I don't know, just a little, like even if you have some of these little plastic containers, or whatever, and then dip your whatever you're swiping into it. These work great because then you just wipe it back off. Super cool. All right, so hopefully this is enough to cover this. I'm not sure how many ounces are in here, but I'm gonna try. So here we go. And this is a metallic-y black. I'm just gonna let it, yeah. Might have to get my spatula out. Get that spread out a little. Sometimes I will just tilt the canvas, but a lot of times when I do that, I lose too much. So I tend to not do that as much. It's all coming off the edge. But I don't want too thick for the swipe, but I don't want it to be too thin either. And I always try to make sure that I have everything covered. All right, and I got all kinds of bubbles. Oops. Well, I'll get my torch out in a minute. All right, so let me try to I'm just gonna pat these sides down. They'll probably get covered when I swipe anyway, so I'll just use this and clean these up. I try to make sure that I have everything covered. I know sometimes it takes an extra minute, but sometimes you don't have that long. This is why I don't work with black a lot, just because it seems to I make more of a mess. Ugh, make more of a mess. Let me see, I'm gonna get my I get it everywhere, you guys. Everywhere. There we go. I didn't want to tilt it because I don't want to tilt any more off. So that's why I'm just taking a minute to do this. There we go. I don't know why I was gonna dip my hand in the cup. There we go. Just kind of going over it so it's covered. I keep going to dip my hand in the cup. Like, what is that gonna do? Right? There we go. See, I did it again. Oh, for gosh sakes.
Swipes, is it the same consistency for flip cup?
Yes. That's what I do. Yes, Joe. It's the same consistency. I have always gone with, for me, I tend to stick with a little bit thicker consistency. When I first started, I saw some people, I don't remember, years ago, and their consistency just looked so like water, and I never liked that. So I always thickened mine up. But the thing is, you have to remember, is everybody is different. So it may work for you if it's thinner, but for certain techniques, definitely ring pours or straight pour, if you're trying to get certain detail, thicker is definitely better. I think in a flip cup, it's definitely better because if you're trying to get cells also, that helps keep the cells when the paint is a little bit thicker. It helps keep the cells structure. So, and your lines and whatever. So, all right, now I'm going to torch. See, I've got some air bubbles there. Yeah, they'll probably pop up a little bit. I can always torch it again. All right, so this black is just everywhere. A few more cells on that other one. All right, so I think I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna go straight down the middle. Thank you, love. Washed my spatula. Yeah, so I'm going to start with the phthalo blue first, I think. And then just go down the middle. It's just going to be kind of a simple swipe. I don't think I'm going to do anything fancy. And then, let's see, I guess I'll go with the Primary Elements Passion. It's a pretty color, nice pretty pink. And we'll do this purple. I might just kind of back and forth on the purple on there. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And now the Golden Interference Gold. I don't want too much of it, but I wanted, well, I wanted more than that. Why is it dripping out? Now it's more than I probably wanted, but whatever, we're just gonna continue with that. And so I think, yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and, I don't know if I want to dip it. I want to, whatever. I'm just gonna pour it on, because I can always dip if I need to. My husband's talking crap over there. Always. Oh, jeez, I spilled that. Okay. All right, so start here, and you can see that it's kind of sinking a bit, but it's all right. I'm gonna start right here. Huh? Yeah, pearlescent blue. I don't know if we are really doing that color very much, but okay, and just lightly drag it. And then when you get to the end, usually just give it a little lift, and you can just pop that color right, that paint goes right down the side. You can see I'm getting some now, and even when you do swipes, you don't necessarily have to have all the cells all the time either. You can do like dry swiping too, and stuff. Just depends on what you like. It's your art. You do what you want. Uh-oh, did I lift that, or did I just drag that through? I don't know. There we go. And then you just wipe them. It's super, super cool. Why are you laughing? He's laughing. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's the gold. I think I'm going to use the little one. I guess you can see it here. What? Yeah, you can use the little one to do edges or little pieces that you've missed. Trees. I still have not done a tree swipe. These would be perfect for tree swipes probably. One day I'll do it. One day. They can't see my hair, can they? I'm not in there, am I? Okay. Oh, never mind. There's the top of my head. Just double checking. No one needs to see my hair. Feeling a little unsteady. Maybe it's the wine. It's just me. All right. And I think I'm losing half of the blue. Sometimes it works better if you dip it, because it'll sometimes sink. Oopsie. See, and then I missed right there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go over this again because I lifted it right there, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna drag this through. Oh, because it's this one is more transparent. A lot of the other ones aren't. This was a new filament that we tried. That reminds me. This is an American-made filament. We've been looking and looking. We finally found one that's made here. It's great, and we're gonna try to start using that more and more and more and more and more. So we've got Yeah, we've got all of our machines right now have the American made filament on it right now as we speak. So, all right, so, oh, I don't know if they can see these. I've got all of these fractals that are happening because of it happens to me every time. I'm not sure if I mix this wrong, but every time I use the primary elements, I get fractals. Now, I know it's the consistency, so I know that's what it is, but it still doesn't, I really want to just leave that. But I feel like it's not done, so. No, it's hard to explain. They're both shiny and you can get the same effects, but metallic is more of the mica, whereas the pearl is not, and I can't explain it. I don't know how to explain it. They're different, but they're sort of the same, if that makes any sense. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna turn this. I don't normally, but I'm going to today, just so that you guys can see. Some people have issues with swiping up or down, either way, and you can easily turn your canvas and you still can apply the same pressure. Sometimes I notice that when I do swipe up, I can't lift as much, and then the paint, I hit the end of the canvas. So if that makes any sense. Okay, so this side, I think I'm going to, give me a second here. I need a lid. Does this have any? That's not gonna fit. Yes.
And metallics use aluminum specs.
Ah, okay, there we go. Yeah, I knew there was a difference. I can't think right off the top of my head. Sometimes I can't. Well, I can not chew gum and walk at the same time. Sorry. All right, so I'm just going to take a little bit of this and I'm going to put it in this lid. I hope that fits. I didn't measure. There, see? And you just dip that in there. I'm going to start in the middle, like I did the other one. And then get to the edge and just lift. There you go. I'm going to move this now. And you can see I just got a little bit on the back of there. And that's cool. You can, I think this side might be more, I don't know. Darn it. There we go. How they developed? Well, the cells are developing for a few different reasons. Different consistencies will help create cells naturally. So a more denser, or not consistencies, I'm sorry, the paint densities will help create natural cells. So a heavier paint, a denser paint, will push up the lighter paints and cause natural cells. Also, the Amsterdam paint that I'm using here, that I'm swiping with, the way it mixes, the chemical reaction with the Amsterdam paint helps create cells. It seems to be the best if you want to create cells without using any silicone. Then that's the best way I suggest doing it. And Amsterdam, well, you can use, I've used black, I've used this one here again is the Payne's Gray. The white I don't have as good luck. Again, I do, but they tend to break up a bit. Now these kind of look like they're spreading, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But you can definitely see On this side, you can't see it as much because it's dark on dark. Oh, I forgot to do this side. But it's kind of cool. I wanted to use some metallic-y black and see what happened here. It's just kind of fun. I haven't done really a video in a while, and I haven't been able to paint in a while. So I'm just kind of actually having fun, you guys. Just having fun here with you. I think I may swipe the other side again. I do like what's happening on this side. I'm gonna flip this around. I really like what's going on this side a little bit more than this. So for the sake of experimenting and teaching a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and do it again. And I'm gonna dip it this time. Okay? Dip it, and I'm just gonna go with it again. Now I may hate it, but let's see. Okay. I wanted to kind of clean up that middle, so I may end up adding some paint to the middle. There we go. You can just keep messing till you like it, till you get what you like. I like how the colors are blending a little bit more on this second swipe. Might leave that blue, I'm not sure yet. That is a really nice swipe there, so we're just gonna leave that. I did lift that one a bit. Just gonna go right over this one more time. There we go. Yeah, I think I'll go over that one more time here. Cool. All right, so I'm liking how these cells are looking with the second pass, and I like how the colors are blending a little better. All right, so these are really easy. I mean, they're gonna get stained. You can see that. You just wipe them off and they're fine. You can also run them under some warm water, but you need to be gentle with them because they are flexible. But I mean, if you go like that, you're gonna break it. So we don't want that. We don't want you to break it. So just be a little gentle. Okay, I'm just gonna go right over this corner right here. I like this blue here. It's super pretty. I think I'm gonna leave that. All right, so these cells look kind of cool in there. I like how the gold is kind of random through there, and so I really like this now. So lacing, now when I used to use alcohol to create lacing, I would put alcohol, 91% isopropyl alcohol, which I haven't done in forever. You mix it right in with your paints, just a few drops. You can also just add it to a flip cup in between colors, give it a quick stir, and you will get some really, really pretty lacing. But also, sometimes when you're swiping with this cell activator, it will create really pretty, like a cell lacing. It's kind of what I call it because it looks cell-like, but it also looks lacing-like. But in the past, I used to use just 91% alcohol. The higher the number, the better. I have a hard time finding anything higher than 91 where I am. I haven't tried too hard to find it though, but I don't know why I'm taking my gloves off. I need to do the bottom of the thing here. So I'm not going to tilt because I kind of like what's going on here. Sometimes I do. I think it looks really pretty. It's quite abstract, which, what'd you say? Oh, I just sold it. My husband decides he's going to pay for it. Right. Right.
I would.
I have access to his bank account. It's ours. It's our bank account. All right, so I see that I got a little bit close on the edge here, so I'm just going to add a little bit of paint and have that pull down. Cool. This looks really, really pretty. I hope it dries nice. Of course. Why wouldn't I hope it dries nice, right? Duh. That's funny. Did I? Where did I miss? He's trying to tell me I missed some. Sorry, guys. I gotta get... Oh, I did. There we go. Over there? All right. Oh, I see that. I'll just take it. I'll get it. Right here? Well, I can't even see. I'm like right in the way. Oh. Ta-da! All right. So, I love this. It's really crazy looking, but I like it a lot. I know that they're not like really uniform, but sometimes I like a crazy looking swipe. Yeah, because you don't have to, it doesn't have to be so, God, I can't think of the word I'm trying to say, like, symmetrical. Thank you. That's what's so cool about acrylic pouring or, you know, abstract painting. It's abstract. It can be whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to be straight. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's cool. I like that. So I'm going to let that set. And of course I have black paint all over me and I have gloves on. So that doesn't ever make sense, but it happens to me every single time. Alright, so I'm just going to let that set there. And we'll see how it dries. This is kind of cool. The golden iridescent blended really nice actually with all of it, but right here with the primary elements. That's super pretty. All right, I'm going to cover this stuff back up really quick. Put the lids on. Then I'm going to sit down. Chat if you guys have any questions. Who did? Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. We'll see. You never know sometimes when they dry, they change a little bit, but that's one of the things about using a different pouring medium. I remembered when I first started and I kind of got disappointed when my paintings would dry. Now, I know you can varnish them and all that, you know, la-di-da, varnish, resin, all of that stuff. But even still, it doesn't completely bring the color all the way back. So that is why I started experimenting with using a pouring medium, an actual pouring medium for your paints, for acrylic paint. So, well, that is, yeah, is that my varnish? Yeah, and then I usually use a Liquitex gloss varnish. I'm not knocking resin. I'm gonna sit down now, love, so I don't know if you have to adjust the camera. But and I do use resin. I just don't use it as much as some people use it a lot. I don't think it's always necessary. Like coasters, of course, you use resin for, you know, so your cups don't stick. KS resin is the one that I do use when I use resin. I have had the best luck with that. I'm actually testing some resin on the coasters right now in the garage. I did a coaster, and then I poured some on a canvas leveler just to see how that's gonna work, because these aren't necessarily made to use with resin, but if they work, then you can totally use them when you're resining your paintings and stuff, and varnishing as well. So that's that. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, all the Sarahs. I got a bunch of Sarahs today. Sarah Held and Sarah Taylor. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was Maximus. He's probably wanting a snack. You're all right, buddy. You're all right. Oh my gosh, that was too funny. He was awful loud. It's all right, buddy. Dad'll go let you out. Go outside. Go outside. Go on, Maximus. Go. Oh, jeez. All right, guys. I'm sure you all understand when you've got all the furry ones in the house. Sarah held, I need help. My swipe looked like a mess. Now, it probably didn't. I know that when I first started, I thought that too. I think we're really sometimes too critical of our own work, our own self. So it, you know, I think that plays into a lot of, oh, I think that looks like, you know, it doesn't look very good. It might, someone may like it just because you don't, maybe someone else will, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and art is so subjective that, you know, everybody likes something different. So there's that. Just, you know, give yourself some time, especially if you're new, to get the hang of it, of whatever technique you're doing, because it doesn't always happen right away for everyone. Again, it's consistencies, it's experimenting, because if, you know, like I said before, I tend to use a little bit, sorry, I'm trying to clean up a little bit. My consistencies, I tend to like a little bit different, or a little bit thicker. I know some people like they're super thin, and it doesn't work for me. So sometimes when I say in my videos or when I'm talking to you guys what I've done, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will work 100% for you. It's what I did, so you can start from there, and then you may have to make a little adjustments for yourself, and then go from there, because, you know, like I said, everybody likes everything different, and we'll see. So this thing's starting to like spread out kind of weird, so we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. But again, someone may like it. So let's see. Mine looks good at night, but look different in the morning, dry. Yeah, must be the wine. Maybe that's it. I'm drinking wine too. So, let's see. Did you put wine in the painting? That may be it. That's funny. Yeah, and again, I think I kind of lost track, but when you start off, and sometimes when you use Floetrol, it will drastically change. Sometimes your paints, they look much darker. And so when I started, and I kind of started figuring out, oh, I don't like that dry, when I discovered different pouring mediums, and then Liquitex was what I do. So that's why I use more Liquitex than I do Floetrol, because it helps keep the colors truer. And some people will tell you that that's not true, and I won't argue with them, but all I know is that when I used to fill my bottles, I don't know who's yelling in the background. I used to mix, you know, I have like 27 bottles of different paints. Not when I started out, but now. And when I started my using my regular pouring medium with the Liquitex, I could tell that the color was different in the bottle. So, and then when it would dry, it dries shinier, it dries softer. Now, Liquitex is pricey, so that's why I have mine mixed with Floetrol, because it helps cut down the price, how expensive, because it can be pricey, but Liquitex is a really nice pouring medium. There are several nice ones out there. I haven't got to all of them yet, but maybe one day, I will. Little 4-year-old. Maybe she's got a 4-year-old. Yeah, they're talking about wine. I don't know if she put wine in her swipes. I may have to try that. It might create some cool cells or lacing. I don't know. This thing's starting to spread out all kind of weird. Yeah. 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 You had wine glasses on instead of beer glasses, or beer goggles, or whatever the saying is. You had wine goggles on. But whatever. Somebody will like it. So, I don't know if you guys have any questions about any stuff. I can try to answer. I'm not really necessarily an expert. I do have, you know, a little bit of experience, per se. So, yeah, it's changing. It's kind of spreading out a bit. And again, where the primary elements are, you can see that it's trying to create some fractals. I love fractals. I used to do, like a while ago, years ago, I was kind of experimenting with alcohol and fractals and stuff like that. Miriam, who I learned from was Miriam. I think her channel is Miriam's Nature teacher. And she's great. I mean, I haven't watched one of her videos in a long, long time, but that's who I learned the to do fractals from. She was really, really good. Very calming voice, and does a great job explaining stuff. So anyway, enough about that. So I don't know if you... Oh, she loves to paint pour. She tells me how to do it. Oh, 4-year-old, she's probably quite bossy at 4. I did try to swipe it because I'm not ready for practice with flip cups and dirty pours for now. Yep. Yeah, that, again, that's the best way to start out. I think I don't remember if my first one I did was a flip cup or a swipe. I have it hanging somewhere. Maybe not in here. I don't remember. And it was all jagged. I moved it, and I mean, now I kind of know not to move. You don't want it over tilt. You create those, unless you want the jagged lines. That's different. But I didn't, and I was like not figuring out what the heck I'm doing wrong. So you can over tilt. So yeah, so getting a flip cup down, getting a dirty pours down, those are the basics. And once you get those, then pick another one like swipes and then go from there. But again, every swipe is different. Depends on what you swipe with, what you mix your paints with. If you use a metallic paint, a lot of times if you just add a metallic paint or a pearl paint, those will help you create cells also without adding anything. And I don't use silicone. I don't even know when the last time was I used silicone, just because I don't like the cleanup. That's probably just a simple way to put it. I don't like the cleanup, so I don't use it. It's too much of a mess. It does create some beautiful cells, but I just don't. So maybe one day I'll do them again. I keep saying that. I'll do just a flip cup with silicone, and then the cells go when you can kind of see them. It's kind of cool to watch them develop. So Sarah, she's very messy. Yeah, I'm sure she is. I'm not 4, and I'm still very messy. Maybe mentally I'm 4. My husband went like this. He's laughing. Oh, well, all right, guys. If you don't have any questions... Sorry, taking one last sip there. Well, not one last one, but a little slurp there. I guess I can let you guys get to your day. The rest of your Sunday, kind of relax before the hectic week starts. I'm not sure if people are back to work yet. I know my husband is still working from home, so I'm not sure how many of you are working from home or whatever, but kind of have a little relaxing rest of your week. And don't forget that is still pie day, so have a piece of pie. We're having lemon meringue. I said that earlier, but for those of you that weren't on, and I do need to give away a set of canvas levelers. So I don't know, do you want to do the number thing? Oh, okay, my husband's already got it set up. So we're gonna go ahead, and I think he's just gonna, he gave everybody a number. Everybody that's on gave him a number, right? Is that how you did it? So no, I don't know how you did it. Okay, and then he's just gonna random draw somebody. Okay. Sarah Held. You won a set of canvas levelers. Woohoo! You got 4 levelers. So just go ahead and you can email me. My email address is tracielreed@icloud.com. Go ahead and email me your info. I don't want to hold it over the painting. I may drop them, but I'll go like that. Sorry, guys. There they are. I'll put it to the side, and they're just black. They're not like my colorful ones that my husband made me special. But oh, hey, hi, Christina. Anyway, so Sarah, sorry, Sarah, Sarah Held, email me, tracielreed@icloud.com. I need your address, and so I can send these to you. Super, super cool. They're really cool. I do like them. I hope you guys enjoy them. I do have a lot of sets already purchased. I got to get to some orders here in a little bit. I'll probably have some pie and then go do that. I need to get my orders going. But I do appreciate all you guys watching. I don't know if you guys can. Oh, it's just me again. He took it off. The painting is starting to spread out. I'll show you next time I go live. I'm gonna try to be more consistent. Oh my gosh, but sometimes life gets just so hectic, right? And then I'll show you guys when it's dry. Or also, if you oh, I should ask Christina. The website for the Australian Floetrol, I cannot remember it, and I know that that's where I found it. So I don't know if you can type that in there, because I need to remember what it is. But every time I go to buy it,
Just too sticky to chat. She's working on resin notebooks.
oh dang. Well, I can just go back. Anyway, you can go back to one of her videos, and I'm sure she's got it in there. That's where I found it. It was her last live. Her last live that it was in there. So if you're interested in the Australian Floetrol, and it's from US, shipped from the US, but it's constantly sold out, so you can go check. But anyway, so that's, I just thought she was that, but she's sticky hands. That is too funny. So you can email. Oh, you got the email address in there? What?
Say it again.
Say what?
Just
Oh, yeah. My husband put the email in there, my email address in there, but it's tracielreed@icloud.com. I need your address so I can get the canvas levelers out to you. And I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. They're just so easy. It makes it, you don't have to pound anything in the bottom and put a hole in it. And anyway, and you can just adjust each one, because you know sometimes you get the canvas and they're just a little wonky and you can't quite get it right. It's super cool that you can just adjust each corner, and you can, you know, and you can even do it with one hand, because sometimes when you move it, the canvas will move. You can hold the canvas and just turn it. It's super cool. Love it. I hope you guys do too. And we're still working on, you know, new ideas for 3D printed stuff to make acrylic pouring easier for everybody. Again, that's one of the reasons why I had this idea last year for the nozzle for this, for the blower, and I was so surprised that no one had thought of it. And we didn't even have a 3D printer yet. And my husband kept, you know, saying we should do it, and they're pricey, and I just didn't know if I wanted to do it. And we finally broke down and bought one, and we did the cups first, and then we decided to do the nozzle, and it's super cool. I love my nozzle, and it just makes it a little bit easier to do it, and it concentrates the flow of air. Oh, yeah. I appreciate Christina helped me the other day. We chatted about my nozzle, because the green one, like I said in the beginning, is a little bit bigger than the orange, or longer, and it was catching. So we had a little chat, and you got to press a little bit. Now this one's already been done, but I will make sure that they are broken into the green one before they ship out. I was just breaking them in on the orange one. So there was just a little piece, a little lip on the inside. And now it goes on, because she sent me a photo and it was not fitting. It was like this. I'm like, wait, mine fits? So I appreciate that, Christina. There you go. Oh, so thank you. Fluid Art Company or eBay Wholesale Paint USA. Okay, yeah, that can be where you can get the Australian Floetrol. But again, I think it was her Monday Night Live had the link in there too. That's where I found it. So, Sarah, I'm so excited. I'm excited. Anytime you win something, it's super exciting. I just won. I guess I can show you guys. I won this huge box of paint from Plaid. Oh, sorry, Hazel. Hazel doesn't like boxes. It's all right. Come here. Come see Mom. She growled. I won this huge box of paint from Plaid. There they go. I don't know if you can see that. And brushes. There's all kinds of paint. There's like 45 2-ounce bottles of paint. there's all kinds, metallic, there's regular, there's satin, and then I got some paint brushes also. There's a lot. There's a lot of yellow too. I'm gonna have to do something with yellow because that's not a color that I use often. So maybe I will try that and see what happens. And we'll try to be doing a giveaway at every live that I do. So make sure you guys are hitting the notification bell so you get notified of that. And if you haven't subscribed, do that as well. I'm going to try to make sure that if I don't do a video during the week, I do a live stream on Sunday. It seems to be, I mean, I like to paint and do the videos during the week too, but it just gets so hectic that I think sometimes a live stream is just a little bit easier. And then you guys can just watch me, and then, you know, and then I can answer questions if you guys have any, and help a little bit if I can. So Sarah just sent email. Sweet. I will get that out to you probably tomorrow. I go to the post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I will get that out to you as soon as tomorrow. It'll be in the mail. Oh, I'll check. My husband said check while I'm here. I just got rid of it. Hold on, I got it right here. I'll check it later. I'm on my I'm live. I can do that later. All right, so on Golden's second program, I got lime green and yellow, like 30 tubes of each. Yeah, that's crazy. I think it's just, yeah, like the extra, the colors that people don't use a lot, they send you. Yeah, I did get some nice metallics in there though. I love the Book Art Chocolate Brown. It's really, really pretty. It reminds me of the Arteza makes a metallic brown. I can't remember the name if that's what it is, but it's super pretty. I like a nice metallic brown. I don't use it as often as I probably think I should, but it's really pretty. So anyway, let's see if anybody else has any questions. I almost forgot to do the giveaway, so thank God I remembered right at the end. I promised that. I can't lie. I don't want to lie. Promise something and then don't follow through. I don't do that. All right, guys, I am going to let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Is it evening quite yet? It's almost 5. I think that's considered early evening. I thank all of you for stopping by, chatting with me, interacting, and yeah, keep an eye on the Etsy store if you have any needs, 3D printing needs, and clarify that. So go check that out, and I will see you on my next live stream. All right, you guys have a good night and have a good week. Bye. Are you clicking?